All right, guys, let me ask you a question. Conor McGregor and the bus incident. And when was that? 4 years ago? 5 years ago? But let me ask you a question. Was that good for Conor's career? And don't get weird and litigious on me here. I understand it was a bad action. I understand it was handled correctly, which involved handcuffs, detention, and a courtroom. I get all of that. I'm asking a different question. The story of Conor McGregor. Is it better with that incident, with that clip that goes around, with the buildup that led into that fight, with all of the begrudgment that's happened since, with all of the media, with all of the PR, right? I mean, it's a hard question. It's a hard question largely because the answer is yes, and you don't want to celebrate something like that. That's not my message. Let that go. Let's just have fun and speak candidly. When I do think of top 5 Conor moments ever, that one comes to mind. For sure. Top 5 Conor moments ever. I would think about Madison Square Garden, Eddie Alvarez, $17.2 million gate, champ, belt over each shoulder, yelling at the UFC personnel to bring his second belt back. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember how that story played out? They had one belt, the belt that they fought for that night. That's the only belt that the UFC was supposed to bring. Well, Conor wanted his belt, his 45-pound belt. The UFC's job is to not bring that's your belt. You bring it, he didn't. But they're live on TV, and Conor's making it as though it was their responsibility. So the UFC's scrambling. They run it back. They don't have a belt. They go into Tyron Woodley's locker room and say, "Can we please have your belt?" Tyron takes his belt and hands it to him. Like, that's just an interesting story. That happened once in professional wrestling. I can't remember the match. But it was WWE's fault. Somebody did not bring the belt out. Somebody had to run in the back on live TV and even go to the semi-truck and search the part of the truck that holds the belts. Like, it's just one of these things. But I do think of that moment. I do think about Conor, and he's going to apologize to absolutely nobody. I thought that was a great Conor moment. I think of the Jose Aldo was an 11-second knockout, but I think of the bus. I mean, give me your 5 top Conor moments and tell me that you don't think of the bus. Not saying Conor's great moments. I'm just saying Conor moments that have followed him, that are notorious, that had a storyline, that you saw, that you witnessed, that you remember. And then I come back to my original question. I'm just asking you very simply, was it good for his career? Notorious is better than infamous. It always is. I get that it shouldn't be. I don't want to have to keep saying that. I get it. I get the G-rated side of this. I get the adult and mature side. But I think that with Will Smith as well. Will Smith is doing absolutely nothing. There's no progress. The time goes very quickly. We'll be in a very different conversation 6 months from now. But I will share with you, I don't know that his name has ever been hotter. And this is the most bankable. The biggest guarantee in all of Hollywood is Will Smith. Guarantee that you're going to get your investment back and an ROI. It's Will Smith, and it has been for well over a decade. I only share with you that I thought somebody would have used that. I thought somebody would have grabbed him up. It has not gone that way. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see what does happen. And with Conor McGregor, he had a system. He worked through the system. And as I reflect back, that was 4 years ago. That was 5 years ago. That was many opportunities. That was many different arenas. That was many live gates. That was many box offices. That was many headlines ago. But I still remember it. I don't know if you just threw me a random name. Big star, champion, former champion, somebody that we would all know, household name in the world of MMA. And you said, Chael, give me 5 of his top moments. I would probably draw a blank at 1 or 2. On the biggest star that you gave me, on the most well-known name, and it would probably be a very fond memory, but I don't know that I could rattle off 5 for you real quick. Could you? And now that time has gone by, and now that you reflect, I'm not saying if you have a magic wand and you would make that happen or you would take it away. I'm just saying it did happen. Time has gone by. Did it play out in your opinion? Was it a positive for his career or was it a negative?